Hey, what's up everyone? This is Comics on the Edge with another haul video. Now, first of all, I just want to mention that, or thank everybody that watched my last video. A lot of people were really encouraging and, they liked the content. It was an unboxing of my CGC books. I hope to get some done pretty soon uh, so I could film another one. So I got a stack of raw books here, and this is about like 3 weeks of stuff that I've been, holding on to, collecting for this video. So uh, just wanted to, get a bunch of stuff together to kind of like show, the kind of stuff that I get, and I wanted the video to be like not too long, but I wanted some, pretty cool stuff in there. So, we'll just go ahead and get to it. The first part of the haul, these are actually image books. I'm not a spec hunter at all by any means, but when certain books get hot and I'm at a shop, I'll kind of, and I see it, in a dollar bin or something, then I'll just grab it. But these, you don't really see them too often. From what I hear or read, the first 3 issues are really scarce. So they're hard to find, and people are just kind of scrambling to get them because apparently there's like a movie being done about this series, and apparently the actor playing the main role is going to be Christopher Pratt. The book is Cowboy Ninja Viking. And I was able to find the first 4 issues. Really nice artwork. And pretty cool, image books. You don't really Image releases these like books that are a little bit oversized, so I mean, I don't think that people really order them too often. So yeah, I was able to find all the first 4 issues, so that's pretty cool. Moving along, I went ahead and picked one of these up. Amazing Spider-Man number 431. First appearance of Cosmic Carnage? Yeah, I think, yeah, Cosmic Carnage. So, I was able to go through a collection that hadn't been placed out on the floor yet, and I saw it. Pretty, pretty cool, book. Pretty hot right now. This is a first full appearance. There's a cameo on this too, but people really want the first full appearance, which I was able to find. Really good condition. These 3 books here I found. It's a pretty cool series. It's a adult comic, and it's the Cherry Pop-Tart series. Well, it started off as Cherry Pop-Tart for the first 2 issues, but apparently it seems like the Kellogg group or whatever that makes Pop-Tarts, didn't really like that they were naming the character after their product, because it's got like adult material in here. So I was able to find 13, 8. I think there's like 30 issues, because after the second issue they changed it to just Cherry, and then I think the afterwards, when they reprinted them, they changed it to Cherry's Jubilee. Pretty cool artwork. It's by Larry Walls. kind of like Archie-ish a little bit. You know, I just, it's pretty cool. I like that kind of stuff. Next, I was actually at my local comic shop and they had one of these, and I didn't have one at the time, so kind of pulled the trigger on this one. X-Men 130. It's the first appearance of Dazzler. Um, you know, it's a character that people really like and enjoy. She's in, she pops in and out of comics. You know, a really cool character, X-Men. Why not? So I finally got one of those. So this one, I think, yeah, I found at a shop or something like that. But it's Batman 570, the second appearance of Harley Quinn in the DCU. A really cool book, key book. Just, with the Joker on the cover, couldn't pass it up. Really nice copy. Now this book, people really you don't ever hear anyone talk about it or anything like that, but I think I have like 3 copies of this, and this one's actually a pretty sharp copy. And I think that the character in this book is really cool. It's a first appearance. This is Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, number 105. And the special thing about that book is it's got the first appearance of Rose and the Thorn right there. They just brought her back out. She's in I forgot what comic it is, but she's in, they brought her back out, and she seems like a pretty powerful villain, or I don't even know if she's a villain or not, but she seems pretty powerful. So yeah, I always pick this one up. There's an issue after this. It's 106, where Lois Lane gets into some type of machine, and she spends the rest of the day as being a black woman. I don't have one of those. I'm actually looking for one, but this is good too. Pretty cool book. Some other books I got. Let's see here. I really like going through, when I go to shops or conventions and stuff, I really like going through the magazine section, because sometimes you'll find artwork from certain artists that you've never seen before. Sometimes it's specifically done just for that issue. And this one, I have friends that are really hardcore Spawn fans, and I have friends that are hardcore J. Scott Campbell fans. And I always wondered if he ever drew Spawn. And I've always been told no, until so I found this issue right here, and it's actually Wizard number 62. And the cool thing about this is it's J. Scott Campbell. It's a J. Scott Campbell Spawn. So, I showed some of my buddies this, and they were really surprised that it even existed, because they didn't really know that it was out in the universe. So that's pretty cool. I always like these Wizard magazines, mostly because like a lot of the artwork that you find on the covers, you don't really find anywhere else. So that was a cool pickup too. Now this one, I found at a comic shop near me. This is actually the Back Issues magazine, and what I like about this one is that the cover is done by Herb Trimpe, the late Trampi. I actually got two. They had two of them there. Like I said, the magazines do not really get much love. They sit there, and you know, there's some really cool content inside and on the cover sometimes, and this is one of them. You know, he draws like the old school Wolverine fighting Hulk, and it's just like, you know, it's a really nice cover, especially for Hulk and Wolverine fans. So picked up two of those. They had two, so I just grabbed them both. Next here is it's a set I got from a friend of mine. He wanted to work something out, like a deal, so this is what he threw up on the table, and I was like really happy to finally get this set. This is the Creeper set, and it's 1 through 6. The whole set here. And you know, this is just like old school, you know, Steve Ditko, Danny O'Neill, Silver Age goodness here. I mean, it's just, the art's beautiful. The character is just like awesome. You know, I really like you know, the colors pop. I mean, it's just those books that, you know, you just kind of have to have in your collection, especially if you collect some of the older stuff. I mean, look at that. It's a pretty cool cover. So yeah, I was really happy to grab this. I mean, you know, especially in a set, like, it kind of sucks to like go. I mean, it sucks, but then you know, if you actually do complete it, it's actually pretty rewarding. But to go look for individual copies, I mean, to me, it's just like, damn, you know, like, sometimes you'll spend years just looking for one issue. I mean, or, you know, if you go on eBay, you just spend all this money on the set or like 2 issues. I mean, it's crazy. So when I was able to get this from a buddy, I mean, the whole set, it really, you know, it really was a pretty cool thing that he did. So next, this I recently had posted this on my Instagram, and it may seem like the same copy, but it's actually another copy that I picked up. This is Marvel Superheroes Winter Special, and this has a first appearance of Squirrel Girl, one of my favorite characters in comic books. I just, you know, you don't really see these around too often. So actually, I got this from a trade from one of my comic book fan club buddies, Mr. J on Instagram. He really hooked it up there. Really nice copy. I mean, he always just delivers the good stuff. So I always like making, you know, deals with him. So yeah, I mean, this is probably gonna go to CGC because it's like really sharp. I mean, it's, you know, this is one of those books you just can't press, you know, because it's got, I mean, you can, but you gotta be really careful. It's got like glue on the side, you know, binding the pages together. So you gotta be like really careful because you know, you could actually ruin the book if you don't do it right. So yeah, I was happy to get that. You know, it's my 3rd copy. So once I get one in a higher grade, I'll probably just stop buying them when I see them. So now this is a book I found. I mean, it's a pretty jacked up copy. I mean, yeah, it's pretty messed up, but there's a couple reasons why I got it. Um, First of all, it's called Kurt's Comics, and it's a comic by one of the artists. His name is Harvey Kurtzman, and he's actually an artist that does, or used to be. He's dead now. Um, but he did some of the artwork for some of the comic strips and Playboy magazines, and and I believe Mad magazine as well. So that was one of the reasons why I picked up this book. But another reason why, there's three reasons. Another reason why I grabbed it is because it's got the introduction here by Robert Crumb, which if you guys don't know anything about Robert Crumb, he's an artist. I believe back in the 70s. He's still alive, I think, but he just has some like iconic artwork. And for him to do the introduction for this book is kind of cool. And the third reason why I picked this up is because it's actually signed by Harvey Kurtzman, and it's I know it's personalized, but it's also got like a little like stick figure sketch, and if you look closely, it's he's pretty much saying that the signature for the on the comic book copy is a fake, and he kind of like did his own. So I mean, it kind of tells a little story there, saying like, you know what? Yeah, I did this page here, but that's not my signature. Here's my signature, and with the little stick figure drawing there. So I thought that was pretty cool. Here's the introduction from Robert Crumb. It's really long. I'm not gonna, I didn't read it, but it's another thing why I got it. But yeah, so it's got issues. Don't get me wrong, but stuff like this you just don't find out in the wild. This guy's been dead for a while, and I was just like, hey, I gotta grab it. So that's that. And so the last book I have now is a book I got from a friend of mine. It's a guy. He called me up and said, "Hey, let's make a deal." So, the he had just gotten a book that I have, but not graded. And this is the book. It's a Superman Gen 13 number 2. And what I love about this book is that it's written by my favorite artist, Adam Hughes. So yeah, right here, Adam Hughes, and the cover is done by J. Scott Campbell. So you know, I I'm not much I appreciate J. Scott Campbell's work and stuff, but I kind of moved on from him. I don't really like go out and buy his variants or anything like that. They're kind of expensive, and I don't think they really hold their values and stuff like that. So if I do pick them up, it's because I really just want the book for myself or in my collection. So yeah, it's a 9.8. I mean, amazing, beautiful copy. Um, you know, I love the Gen 13 series. It's you got Fairchild, you know, Supergirl, and they're just kind of like facing off there. So yeah, I just think that this book is just a really cool book. I have I think 3 or 4 raw copies of this, and I've been meaning to send some to CGC. I just haven't gotten around to do it. So yeah, it's now I have a copy for my own personal collection. So yeah, it's cool. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. I mean, I've gotten other stuff too, but nothing, nothing to like kind of show on video or anything like that. Nothing too special. Um, you know, if you like the content of this video, just please like or subscribe, or whatever, or don't. Doesn't matter. Um, you know, if you want to see more detail, like different books that I haven't showed on this video, follow me on my Instagram page. It's comics on the, or it's at comics underscore on underscore the underscore edge, and you can see like just pages and pages of stuff that I picked up. Um, Most of it I still have, some of it I don't. Um, you know, because people are always, you know, trying to get stuff from me that you know they like just as much as I do. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in, then go ahead and you know follow me. Um, you know, I'm in the club here, a comic book fiend club. Check them out on Instagram. They do you know they do amazing things, charity work. They post books that they've gotten as a group, and you know we got October coming up, which is our enrollment. So if that's something that you're interested in, you know, get a hold of one of the members, see what it's about. There's really great content on there as far as like you know videos. We got Ink Jedi. He does haul videos as well. Um, you know he goes out to conventions out on the East Coast. I'm here in the West Coast. I live in California, and so he's out there. He does his thing. He shows off a lot of the stuff that he gets. It's really good stuff. So yeah, I'll probably just end it here. I'm just gonna try to get more stuff for more content, and yeah, that's pretty much it. See you later.